Welcome back. We have got some breaking news from Manchester United.
First, the head of Premier League referees, Howard Webb, admits should have been awarded a penalty in their controversial...
Right, some news coming into us now. Sky Sports News understands the VAR, who controversially reviewed the late penalty, has been replaced for a game tonight. Thomas Kwiatkowski asked the referee to go to the screen after review, which looked into a potential handball. The referee didn't give the penalty on field, but reversed the decision after looking at the incident on the screen. Kwiatkowski was due to be the VAR in tonight's game.
Well, this is why I said what I said, because we played sometime in games like that, and the Premier League sometimes will give you a game like that. But what I like about what he said, and Jamie was mentioning it at the end, and we were talking about it, so many times they were not patient enough on the ball. Every time they put the ball down and they try to make 3 to 4 passes to go on the right and on the left, but they didn't do it very often. I don't know why. Obviously the crowd, they got bullied at times. They were over them, but I think they got away with one. Look, that's how it is. It reminds me of, the other day when Arsenal won at Man United. People were talking more about Man United than Arsenal. Same thing tonight, but they managed to find a way to win it.
Through strength, like he said?
I'm not sure. I mean, you mentioned the duels in the first half. I thought Liverpool lost a lot of duels in the first half. And in some ways, people always say the best way to win is with a last-minute winner. Of course, everybody knows that. But in some ways...
The second time he actually wins the ball, Adam Smith lands on top of him. Mike, I don't know what you think, but it's not a second. But they can't go to it now.
Yeah, VAR can't look at it, but I mean, he's played the ball in. Smith's landed on top of Bolly's ankle rather than the other way around, gone over holding his ankle if it's a really bad challenge. But for me, he's very unlucky, Bolly. It's not a second yellow card.
Just explain again, Mike, why VAR
Yeah, you can't get involved in cautionable offences, though. It's got to be straight red. So, second cautionable offence.
Should that rule be changed?
I'd like to think it will be changed. That's what they're looking at for next year.
It was a good performance overall. First half we contained. I think the momentum of the beginning, even the beginning of the game was ours. We combined, we create corners, the energy was there. Second half, very good second half, even though we concede. I think after that the reaction was very positive. We dominate, we control, we went for it, and I think it's well deserved that we got the draw. The game could go both ways, but pleased with the performance.
Could you sense it coming for the opposite? You're saying you don't know how the players didn't sense it.
Well, you hope it. Well, your experienced players go. You try. What you say. You smell it. You smell it. Go, they're still in the game here. United are making substitutions, and the manager's entitled to do that. But I was looking at players coming off, and everyone. It was like they'd won the league, and they're all just all chilling out. You go, it's 1-0. Get off the pitch. Get somebody show some intensity to your play. And when you're defending set pieces, when the subs are going on and the subs are coming on, it was all a bit like, hey, this is just cool.
Exactly, yeah.
You can't be cool when you 1-0 up. When you 1-0 up, then show your quality. Man United, they're more quality players than West Ham. They have, in general. And this is not a good United team. But show that when you get 1-0 up, where you go, all right, you can relax a little bit now, because you got that 1-0, a little bit, but knowing anything can happen. But United were all
exactly.
Too chilled out, too relaxed, get the job done.
That could be the high point of Ruben Amorim's year in charge at Manchester United. So has he improved them, and where do they go from here? Marks out of 10 then for that man's first year in charge.
I don't think that they have improved. I'm sorry.
At all?
Yeah, where have they improved? They have not scored more goals. They have not had less goals against. They have not won any trophies. Yes, they have been in a final in Europe, but lost against a poor side.
You told us you loved Tottenham earlier.
I love Tottenham. Yeah, I love Tottenham, but they were a poor side last year. So he's got a lot of work to do, a lot of work. I don't think that they are creative enough, not like they used to be.
Apart from that, he's done fine.
Yeah.
You've done probably, Dave, a lot of numbers pieces, stats, features at that screen about Manchester United. Would the numbers overall say that he has improved things?
Marginally. I think they have improved slightly going forward in attack, but they've spent over £100 million in the summer, so you kind of expect that. That's fine.
He's on the bench.
Well, one of them is, yeah. Defensively, I think there's still improvement there, and I think that's shown in a number of matches this season where they've struggled to keep the ball out of their own net, and it's been fairly easy for teams to play through them. I think that's a problem. But I'm reasonably optimistic about Manchester United this season. That's not me saying top 4, top 8, and I think top 8 is an amazing achievement from where United were last season if they get top 8 this season.
You're looking startled, Jimmy.
Don't get me wrong, it's not good enough for the history of Manchester United, but from where they were and the job, I think that is about
also
par,
for what
top
they
8.
have spent. You think that is fine, that is okay?
Well, that's from what they spent, yeah. I think it's all right. All right. They should have brought a central midfielder, and maybe a centre back, maybe another wing back.
Manchester United, one of the most iconic football clubs in the world, has once again found itself at the centre of a heated debate following a controversial VAR decision. Fans, pundits, and former players have all weighed in as the Premier League drama unfolded at Old Trafford, leaving the Red Devils faithful both frustrated and outraged. The match, which seemed straightforward at first, quickly turned into a tense spectacle after a pivotal decision involving Dalit, Magasa, and a penalty incident caught the attention of referees, analysts, and fans worldwide. Questions were raised about the consistency and accuracy of VAR, reigniting long-standing debates about the technology that was meant to reduce human error but has instead created new moments of uncertainty. Former football star Thierry Henry, often a vocal critic and commentator on VAR decisions, joined the discussion, providing his expert insight on the incident. Henry's take fueled the conversation further, adding to the VAR scandal narrative that has become a recurring theme in Premier League fixtures. The response from fans has been swift and intense. Discussions have ranged from the role of referees and VAR officials to the psychological impact such decisions have on players and teams, highlighting the global nature of football fandom. Beyond the immediate outrage, the incident has sparked wider conversations about transparency in football officiating. With Manchester United at the heart of the controversy, the eyes of the football community remain fixated on how the club, referees, and the Premier League respond to such contentious moments. As the season progresses, this episode serves as yet another reminder that football is not just about goals and victories, it's about passion, debate, and the collective spirit of fans worldwide. For Manchester United, the challenge is not only to perform on the pitch but also to navigate the storm of opinion, speculation, and scrutiny that comes with being one of the biggest clubs in the world.